Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Tuesday, and all of our guests today brought to you by our friends at Pastime Sports and Games. PastimeSports.ca. Whitecaps 4-0 in MLS play, coming off the 1-0 win Saturday in Dallas. They host Chicago this coming Saturday at BC Place. They've advanced in the CONCACAF Cup. They're on to the quarterfinals. And joining us now in the midst of all this success, head coach of the Whitecaps, first-year head coach, Jesper Sorensen. Jesper, thanks for doing this, sir. Again, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Very good. Very, very well. Before we get into your team's success, I got to ask you, you come over from Europe. You've coached in Denmark, your native land. What's this like for you, all this travel in North America? You're going to Mexico, you're going to Texas, all over North America. That doesn't happen in Europe. What's the adjustment been like for you?
I'm still adjusting, I would say. I think it's exciting. Everywhere I go, it's first time for me. Yeah. So it's great experiences. We went to obviously to Mexico, playing Monterrey. We went directly to Dallas, and it's a lot of travel, and it's unusual for me. I come from a country that's the longest you go is 4 hours by bus if you want to go from one part of the country to the next. So it's a very small country, and you cannot really compare to this. But also you have the time zones, which makes it unusual. Because if we play Europe go with the Danish team and play another team in Europe, it's usually the same time zone. So it's there's a lot of new things, and I think it's quite exciting and funny. And for me, at least on a personal level, it's great experiences.
Okay, let's get to your team's success. What are the reasons for this incredible start for the Vancouver Whitecaps?
The main reason is that the players are doing huge sacrifices on a daily basis to become a very good team, and also that the group of players really have a great passion for the teammates and for the team, and that we look solid. And then you always need a little bit of luck. We know in football there's randomness. You can be the best on the pitch, but not get out as a winner of the game. And that will often over the course of a season be evened out. But I think the players have done amazingly, and also the team around the players have been very, very good so far. So it's been a complete team effort, I would say.
Not to mention the coaching, Jesper. That's future interviews. That's what you have to say. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Jesper, 6 matches in 17 days. We just talked about the trips to Mexico and Texas, back to Vancouver, and you've had injuries to deal with. What's the key to keeping your players fresh under those circumstances?
I think we have a solid competitiveness in the group. A lot of players have participated and also shown that they're good, and that we have competition on a lot of the positions. I think it's important that we have had different players stepping up. Also, players that are not used to play that much. So I think, for instance, this year we've seen Eddie Ocampo on the latest play very good. The last couple of games we've seen Tate Johnson, a young player coming in and playing minutes, also been able to play with Sim Bilal, also come in and play. And it also, makes the team fresh and ready to go, because they know that they have a chance for being in the starting lineup. They have a chance to come in and play and participate. Sometimes it's very difficult if you haven't played for a long time. You don't feel that you're really the part of the team. You don't feel that you bring something to the team's success. But if you are part of it, it doesn't matter if you're a big part or a smaller part. I know everybody wants to be a big part, of course, but then it's way more. It's way easier to do well in in daily training sessions and be motivated all through. So I think we've had so many participating and also doing well for the team. So I think that's a key for us.
Jesper, another key for you is you've only given up 2 goals in 4 games, 231 minutes. You haven't given up a goal, which is unbelievable. Why is your team so tough to score against?
Yeah, I think we had some issues after the game down in Monterrey, where I was quite critical on the team. I know it was a big result, and we came and we were celebrating afterwards, but you also have to look through what actually happened, and I was not happy with the way we defended down there. We have to be solid defensively because we want to attack. We are an attacking-minded team, and we want to play high up the pitch, but we have to be aware of how to avoid getting in bad situations. And I think in Monterrey we gave away too much. But I think in general. We have a team that really works hard to get back in position. We have a team that really works hard under pressure to make sure that the opponents don't get the time and space to control the game. And I think that has been the key to the success. Then we have both individual and collective quality all together that makes a good mix of a team that wants to defend well.
And at the other end, I'm going to talk about all competitions. You've had contributions from 10 different scorers. Like 10 guys have scored. How good is that to have, that secondary scoring?
Yeah, that's actually very surprising for me, but also very, very important, I would say, because everybody knows the excitement you get when you score, and especially when you're not used to it. Then it's great. It builds confidence. It does a lot of good things to you, and also for the teammates. They believe that we have different players. It's not only about Brian and Goldie and the guys who usually score. So I think it's been a very, very pleasant and nice surprise to me that so many has chipped in also on the scoring front. So I think that. It's the thing that you can only hope for, and it's the thing that has been, I would say, outstanding for us, because it's not normal that we have so many players contributing with the goals.
Jesper, you and we talked earlier about how many injuries you have to deal with. Are you able to tell us? And you just talked about him, Ryan Gauld's health right now.
I would say my knowledge of his status is a little bit more limited than somebody else in the club. We just had a couple of days off after we've been away for 5 days, so I haven't seen him for a week, but I will get into that. I think still he will be out for a couple of weeks. We hope, of course, getting him back soon, but the first measurement of his injury was that it was better than, it wasn't that bad that we had feared, but still it's going to be a couple of weeks from now, I think.
And Brian White, is he able to play this weekend? I believe he's got U.S. national team obligations. Jesper, am I correct?
No, we have a lot of players out for this weekend. Okay. We have Brian out, we have Ali out, we have Pedro out, we have Andres out, we have a lot of players out.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Jesper, thanks for this. We can't thank you enough. I think it's the second time in 2 weeks. Yep. We're going to have to start paying you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You bet.